That must be the NuVision Solo 10 Draw tablet that I ordered from the Microsoft store. I purchased this for $89 at the Microsoft store. This is a 10-inch Windows 10 tablet, and what's great about this deal is that it has a full HD screen and it has an active stylus. It's a stylus that uses the N-Trig technology, so it's pressure sensitive. There it is. It's a pretty attractive box. It's shrink wrapped. There's that pen. It looks like the Surface pen. Now what we're seeing here on the box is the gray version, but I purchased the blue version. Gray was $10 extra. This comes with the pen and a sleeve. See, it has a Atom processor, 10.1-inch full high definition IPS display, and it has dual cameras and dual microphones. Oh, it has 32 gigabytes of memory disk space. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM. There were actually some pretty poor reviews on this, but I'm hoping that if I have reasonable expectations for an $89 tablet, then I'll be pretty pleased. This is also a signature edition computer. It says right there, and what that means is with the signature edition devices sold by Microsoft, these are devices that don't come with a lot of junk installed. They don't come with a lot of useless apps and programs that are installed by the manufacturer. There it is. That's obviously the cover. Some foam. And the tablet itself. Hey, that feels nice. That's very light. Look at that thing. That is very nice. A very light tablet. It's like holding a small clipboard. We have some instructions on the screen here. It talks about letting updates complete and changing the size of app icons. Here's a battery for the stylus. It's a quadruple A battery. Let's see what else they put in here. A USB cable. I'm wondering if it has an OTG cable, because this doesn't have a regular size USB port. It has micro USB, and there it is. You can plug in regular USB devices right into that little micro USB port. That's the charging port. That's where you'll charge it, and that's also where you can connect a keyboard or any other type of USB device by using this adapter that allows you to plug in the big plugs. This is the charging cable. Now I really want to see that pen. Ah, yes, there's the stylus right there. Hey, that's pretty nice. That's a lot like the Surface 3 pen. Well, let's power this on. Did this ship without a charge? Well, I guess I'm going to charge it up. After having the tablet plugged in for about 5 minutes, I decided to try again to turn it on. Maybe I wasn't pressing the power button down long enough, but I held it down for a while and the tablet did come on. You can see the setup screen here. It booted up pretty quick, and I'm just going to get myself set up on this here and I can try this out. Okay, setup of Windows was pretty quick. I'm very impressed. And as you can see down there, the battery is at 1%. They shipped this without a charged battery, and that's okay. But just be prepared for when you receive one. Be prepared to have a battery that needs charged. So I'll let that charge. I think the screen is pretty good. I'm not outside, but I'm under a covered porch, so it's not really a dark room. There is some natural daylight coming into this room. The pen, like the Surface pen, requires a battery, and these batteries last a long time in these pens. It's a quadruple A battery. I'm going to check the manual here to see where that goes. Well, I don't see where the battery goes by looking in the manual, but I'm going to just unscrew this and assume that the battery goes there. Oh, there's a piece of paper. It tells what to do. Okay. It looks like the positive part of the battery goes down, and that just screws in, I guess. Well, pen works instantly. There's no setup needed. This tablet says it has some Office apps pre-installed. One thing I'd like to point out is that this tablet comes with about 18.2 gigabytes of free space on the 32 gigabyte drive. That's a pretty decent amount of space to work with if you're not producing video or other large files, which you aren't going to be doing on this tablet anyway. But for browsing the web or doing word processing, 18.1 gigabytes, that's a decent amount. Here's the volume rocker buttons. There's the power button. There's the HDMI port and the two microphones. I'm trying to focus here and it's not working too well. And there's the micro USB. That is the charging port, and that is also the only USB port that is available for accessories. But like I showed you before, it has an OTG cable that you can use to plug in a keyboard or whatever you might want to plug into your tablet. There's headphones and a MicroSD slot. The back has all the logos. There's one camera, and there's the other one. I can tell you that I already think I'm going to like using this tablet for taking notes, and I'm going to see if I can install and run Dragon Naturally Speaking on it. It doesn't run as fast as I'd like on the Surface 3, and this does have lower specs. This blue tablet from NuVision does have lower specs, so I'm interested in seeing if I can get Dragon Naturally Speaking on here so I can just have a basic tablet that can be used for speech recognition and handwriting. It's too early for me to say anything about battery life, but in the short time that I've charged this, I'm at, let's see, I'm at 32% on the battery, and it says I have 2 hours and 12 minutes remaining. Under the Start menu is an option to create USB recovery, and that might be a good thing to do if there is a desire to increase the amount of available disk space, because once that USB recovery stick is made, then the recovery partition can be deleted. Actually, I spoke too soon because I don't really see a large recovery partition here in the disk management tool. But maybe there is some recovery information in that main partition somewhere that can be deleted later on. I'm not sure though. After using this tablet for 2 days, I've enjoyed it. But I've had a Wi-Fi problem come up, fairly often. Probably about 3 times today. Every now and then the Wi-Fi goes out. And when I click on the Wi-Fi icon, it does absolutely nothing. I can go over here. I can go to settings. And, the cats are fighting. Sorry about that. Cats, be quiet. Well, the Wi-Fi just turns non-responsive. And quiet, cats. And I have to reboot the device. I wish that didn't happen. See, I keep hitting that and, well, you can't see because of the glare. Here. I keep touching that Wi-Fi toggle and it keeps going like that. Touching the little Wi-Fi symbol down there doesn't do a thing. So each time I have to go like this. Turn that computer off and then restart it. I hope I can figure that one out because I like this tablet. It's really cool. It's been very fun to use. After restarting the tablet, the Wi-Fi comes back on again. The included Edge browser is pretty good. I like it. It seems to work faster than with Chrome. How about the Wi-Fi speed? It's pretty good. I've noticed it's really good. I've seen a lot of poor reviews for the Wi-Fi, but I see that I'm getting a pretty good download speed. Upload speed is pretty decent in my opinion. Let's try that again. I don't know what the lag was there with the ping result, but there you go. I'm on Comcast, and I don't think I have a super high performance plan, but that's good speed for me to watch videos and stuff. Here's a YouTube video playing in full HD. The screen looks great for this video. I don't know what this video is about, something about a hot dog and a burger. But the sound quality is, well, it's not too good at all. It's okay though if you want to hear what's going on, but you're not going to get great quality for enjoying music. I think the screen, the full HD screen looks amazing though. It's wonderful though. And when you think You only have to pay 89 bucks for this. It's great. Now, of course, what I think makes this tablet unique is the pen. It's an active stylus that allows you to write on it. If you haven't seen one of these, you can rest your palm on the screen and you can write stuff, and your palm being on the screen doesn't interfere with the writing as long as the pen is close to the screen. The writing quality is pretty good. It has about, I heard it has about 1,024 levels of pressure, which is more than plenty for taking notes and even drawing. If you don't demand more than 1,024 levels of pressure, I'm not sure how you would even notice if it has 4,096 levels. I've been taking a lot of notes on this, and it's been so easy to use. One of the things that makes it so easy to use is how light it is. It is so thin and so light, and because it's a narrow screen and a more narrow form factor than the Surface line of tablets, it just seems to balance much better in the hand if you're going to be holding it with one hand and writing with another. Now, I don't know why that pen just didn't write that one time. I haven't had any problems with that, but I have mentioned that there are these weird sort of lines underneath the glass of the screen that are faintly visible. But I've taken a whole lot of notes in one note. It's really wonderful. I've also been using Dragon Naturally Speaking. I use this tablet more as a content creation tool than a content consumption tool. It runs OneNote very well. It runs very smooth. But Dragon Naturally Speaking here on 2 gigabytes of RAM does not work very fast. When I speak into Dragon Naturally Speaking, the words don't come up on the screen quite as quickly if Dragon is running on a more powerful device. I have the Minecraft demo installed on this device, and it works pretty well. Maybe a slight bit of stuttering here and there. It might be because the worlds haven't loaded fully yet, but it's still enjoyable to play on here. This cool app that I haven't heard of called 3D Builder comes pre-installed, and it is a 3D modeling program. You can you can download a bunch of pre-installed models, or you can create your own. And you can order 3D prints of the models you make online. What I'm impressed with is that this works very smoothly on this device. Very smooth. It gives a pretty enjoyable experience with 3D modeling here. And I don't know all that much about using it. I was doing it earlier. I was doing some extrusions, I think it's called, making things wider and stuff. So that's cool, really cool, and really fun to use on this tablet. I won't impress you much with my drawing skills, but there is this sketching program, Autodesk Sketchbook. Free trial comes installed. I don't know what else is available for Windows. But you can see it is quite pressure sensitive. Somebody who knows how to draw can have a lot of fun with this. I'll give it a try with Dragon Naturally Speaking running on this. Open Dragon Pad. You can see that Dragon, naturally speaking, will run on this device, but it is a little bit slow. Period. I've noticed that I prefer to record my speech on my phone first, such as when I'm driving in my car, and then later when I get home, I can just transfer it to this tablet by Bluetooth and have Dragon, naturally speaking, transcribe the audio file. New paragraph. So you can see that dictation is a little bit laggy on this. That's probably an understatement. And I don't know what activated normal mode on here, but it didn't catch all of this. You can see that transcribing speech is a little bit laggy on here. It's actually a lot laggy if you use a faster computer. On some devices, it is really good, and it does look like I need to train the Dragon, naturally speaking, so that it recognizes better. But I think it does pretty good. That's a cool program to get on your Windows tablet, by the way. It is so much better than the speech recognition software that comes built into Windows. It makes it so much easier to write with because you aren't spending so much time correcting mistakes. Period. Select the stakes. Spell that. M-I-S-T-A-K-E-S. I very much prefer using this device over the larger and slightly heavier Surface 3. I have both. I bought them both recently, but this is just so much more comfortable to hold. It's like holding a little tablet because it's so light. The weight difference is only, I'm guessing about 0.2 or 0.3 pounds. I could be wrong. It sure feels like that though. But the weight distribution just feels so much better with the narrower screen and lighter weight. Writing is just more carefree on this device. I just wish it had a bit more power to it. But I understand its capabilities and I enjoy using it for the processing power that it does have. It's a very fun device to use, and I've been very productive with it. So there are a lot of bad reviews for this thing, and there does seem to be some kind of quality control issue where some people get devices that break right away. But when I bought this from Microsoft, they said they had free returns, so there's not that much risk if you can find one in the store. So that's about all I have to say right now for this NuVision Solo 10 Draw Windows 10 tablet.